Hi, I'm Chris Tague. Welcome to this week's Repair Tag. The upper body was badly bent on this Selmer Paris Reference 36 tenor sax. After straightening the body, I replaced 2 broken springs and adjusted the spring tension throughout the horn. After evening out the spring tension, I replaced 2 pads and regulated all the keys. When my client test played the sax, we made a small adjustment to the front F to correct some intonation issues on the high end. This week, Robert worked on this Marzan 4-rotor C tuba. One of our clients bought this to sell and asked us to service it in preparation. First, he gave it an ultrasonic cleaning, which it really needed. Then he removed the burnt lacquer from previous solder work. There were lots of dents to remove. After all, it is a tuba. Some dents are reachable with our mandrels, while other dents require the use of our magnetic dent removal system. It came out very nice. If you're interested in it, give me a call. I replaced the mouthpipe on this Blackburn gold-plated B-flat trumpet for one of my clients in Eureka. The old mouthpipe had not been well cared for and had rotted in several places. I started the process of removing the old one and fitting braces for the new one. Sometimes parts don't line up quite like the original parts. Since gold can be very tricky to solder on, I tried putting the solder on a couple of braces ahead of time to allow me to more cleanly solder the joints. Sometimes you wind up with a problem you couldn't foresee. The plating didn't take very well to the soldering. I wound up removing some of the gold in order to clean up the solder joint. That's where the brush plater came in. I was able to touch up a couple of spots showing the copper flash under the silver, and then spot plate the silver. After that, I used the plater to gold plate the affected areas. I was really pleased with the way this little plater worked. It came out great. Saturday it was off to Eureka to deliver this to my client, who put about 5 hours in on the horn Saturday and Sunday. He loves the way it plays. While in the Eureka area, the 5th California Volunteer Infantry Quintet played a joint concert with the 19th Century Brass Quintet at Humboldt State University. We all had a great time. Then it was off to pick up more work in the area.
Hi, I'm Robert, and welcome to this week's segment of Music History, according to Robert. This week we have this really amazing 1946 Conn Victor cornet. This was brought to us by the original owner, who purchased it in 1947, and shortly after picked up these amazing postcards during a visit to the factory. The C.G. Conn Company was founded in 1873 by Charles Gerard Conn, a cornetist who began producing rubber-rimmed mouthpieces with a sewing machine turned lathe after splitting his lip in a bar brawl. In 1875, a Frenchman named Dupont began to repair musical instruments in Conn's shop, and in 1879, Conn began producing his very own line of horns. Unfortunately, after a series of mishaps, including a fire and bankruptcy, the company was purchased by Carl Greenleaf. This happened in the year of 1915. Mr. Greenleaf knew the sax craze was going to come to an end and had the foresight to focus the company on producing band instruments, everything from clarinets to bassoons and cornets to tubas.
Well, that does it for this week's episode. Tune in next week for the latest episode of Repair Tag.